This is Marneuli. This small city, about 1 hour south of the capital Tbilisi, and 50 kilometers from the border where Azerbaijan and Armenia meet, is the center of Georgia's ethnic Azeri population. A little more than 100,000 people live in this area, in the region of Kvemokartli, and about 85% of those are ethnic Azeri. I came here with a reporter to find out how this area, one of the poorest in Georgia, will vote in the presidential election. Once a mining and industrial center, the area now leans on agriculture to survive. Thin dogs roam the dirt roads, and battered cars and trucks weave around potholes. At the main outdoor market, everything from bootleg Azeri and Turkish music CDs to fresh nuts to custom-made iron keys are for sale. At a local tea room, English teacher Bakran Kurbanov explains the history of the Azeri people in this region.
That we are ethnic people here. We didn't came here. We lived in ancient times and we live in this region. We are not becoming people from other region. This is our native land, the native place. We historically lived here and are going to live here every time.
Most of the people here now live in poverty. Modern buildings and reconstruction have yet to reach here. While most women tend to the house, men in black leather jackets and smoking heavily congregate around street corners and town squares. Unemployment here is high. While it's evident that most of the population will select Saakashvili as president again, supporters of the main opposition candidate, Levan Gachicheladze, argue that the campaign has been less than fair. Gathering at the local campaign headquarters for Gachicheladze, opposition supporters mill about, complaining over an unfair and illegal campaign conducted by Saakashvili's party. Hundreds of campaign posters in the Azeri, Georgian, and Armenian languages are stacked on the floor, waiting to be pasted somewhere. But for sure, almost all of the campaign posters to be seen on walls, stores, light poles, and any other flat surface belong to Saakashvili, only because opposition posters keep getting torn down, or so opposition supporters say. They also point out that some polling stations are missing voter lists and claim that Saakashvili's party has been handing out New Year's gifts, an accusation that has not been verified. In the tea rooms, domino parlors, and small restaurants, most of the conversation focuses on the difficult living conditions. But Kurbanov gives a frank statement of whom he thinks will win and why.
All of the people like Saakashvili to be president. Saakashvili. Because as soon as he came president here in Georgia, our budget established, founded in Georgia, and there are many industries and every size, in every village and regions. I can say that he did what we needed, and he established the situation between the people. We became to understand each other very well. Our ways and communications, every buildings and buildings are founded and built in this region. I do want him to be our president, real president. We need him. Not he needs us, but we need him.
Saakashvili may indeed win here, but how he will win is relatively unknown. In the 2003 parliamentary elections, the Marneuli district was the scene of heavy voter fraud and other electoral violations.